meet the mother of dragons, the unburnt queen of the Andals. Daenerys Targaryen is arguably the most interesting character in the Game of Thrones universe. Since the beginning of the series, she's been hatching dragons and freeing slaves to become a powerful leader. The actress Emilia Clarke is in Cannes with her new film Solo: A Star Wars Story. Let's go meet her.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let go of the mean man's face.
Who are these guys?
Emilia Clarke, hello.
Hi.
Your character in Star Wars is pretty badass, and there's nothing on TV with quite so many impressive female characters as Game of Thrones, especially Khaleesi. Many people would call those characters strong women, but I know you don't like that label. Why?
No, because I think it's a cop-out. I think it doesn't say anything. If you're describing a strong man, then you think of a bodybuilder. So if you have to describe a woman in the same way, then it's sort of confusing. So I think that to assume that if you need the adjective of strong, that is assuming that all women are weak. That they need to have that strong bit in front, which is ridiculous because we're all multifaceted, highly functioning human beings. So I think maybe to just come up with a more invented adjective. So like, you know, powerful or fierce or anything that actually tells the story of what this woman really is.
And you're in the middle of filming the final season of Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Your character stands for and fights against injustice and hate. In the real world, how responsible, or is it your responsibility, do you think, to fight for equality and fairness?
I think that where you can, yeah, I do. I think that there's, I think it's tricky ground when you're asking actors too much outside of their own industry. I can talk about injustice and inequality in my workplace because that's something that I've experienced, and I can have opinions on wanting that to be much more widespread than it already is. But I think that it's very difficult not being a politician and holding an actor to an opinion that they might have, that just because we have this wonderful platform that we can speak out against things that we believe are rife with inequality. I think it's I think it can be really, you can get yourself into tricky ground in that sense. But everything that I can do to support equality across the board in all industries, I will absolutely put my heart into doing.
And have you always been a fan of Star Wars?
It's such a huge phenomenon. You kind of need to be, you know, on another planet to not know, to not have some kind of a feeling and a knowledge about Star Wars. But my own personal interaction with it really came to fruition with Episode 7, because when the movies originally came out, I was too young. And so when this came out, I was there to watch it in the cinema and see it be this huge spectacle that it was, and it really blew my mind. So then it was with that I went back and watched all of the originals again and kind of found this new love for it, and then here we are.
Do you have a favourite character?
I gotta say Chewie, he's just so lovable.
Good going on! We need to divert auxiliary power to the rear deflector shield.
We definitely do.
Since when do you know how to fly? 190 years old? You look great.
Chewie, get in. I'll help Lando.
And you've been in Star Wars, you've been on Broadway in Breakfast at Tiffany's. After 7 seasons of playing the Mother of Dragons, how are you feeling about saying goodbye to this character?
Incredibly sad, yeah. It's really bittersweet. Feels like leaving home.
The prince who was promised will bring the dawn.
Do you know how Game of Thrones is going to end, or is it a secret even for you?
No, it's a secret even from me. Yeah.
Which is better then, travelling by a Millennium Falcon starship or on a dragon's back?
It's really tricky. It's really tricky. I'm not sure which is faster. I would say side by side, in tandem, I think would be the most effective two-pronged attack. Might need a race to just double check which one's quicker.
All right, Emilia, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.